All right, we'll go ahead and test that all over again. Welcome everyone, sorry about that. We will get it rolling. Here we go. All right. Welcome. Getting started here. Give it just a minute. Let everyone load up. We'll get it going. Hey Sylvan, welcome. I appreciate you sticking around. We'll get this going here in a minute. Gonna get started. Just gonna kind of cover a couple of things, let you know a little bit about what ideas I've got coming up for the channel. Getting started. Gonna talk about Betfury a little bit. Got some investing that I'm doing over there. Mining. I'm still mining on that. I will go ahead and get that started. By the way, check out this Cryptotab. I'll come back out to this. This thing is going nuts on me, which is to be expected. Alright, let's just get some mining underway, and then we can get to talking. These are my divs for today, by the way. Well, I had like 402, I think, in divs. The divs for Betfury have kind of leveled off just over 30 million right now. I think I'm going to just to tell you what I'm planning to do with Betfury. And if you're not a part of Betfury, you can definitely still get in. I've got a link in the description. But what I'm currently doing with Betfury is I'm going to continue to mine it, I think, for a while longer. I added a little bit more in this week. A little bit of BTC that I converted. It wasn't a lot, but I converted over to Tron. Maybe 30 or 40, $50. And basically, I thought I wanted to get to 100,000. I think it's more realistic to get to 50,000. I'm going to keep mining Betfury, and I'll tell you why. Let me start mining it now while I'm talking about this. And get it going. Hang on, let me just get back to the games. So sometimes in crypto, the best place end up being the riskiest place. And that's why you really should do your own research before you listen to a YouTuber like me. Oh, did we get another 50? Every time it does that, I'm like, lost one. Okay. If you get 50s in a row, you get the jackpot. That jackpot is sweet right now. Betting at least 100. You got to bet at least 100 TRX to get half the jackpot. I would take half that. That would be nice. So here's what I'm thinking. Here's what my current thoughts are anyway on Betfury currently. The dip pool seems to have mellowed out right now, kind of plateaued, if you will. And I think that's, I think it's a good thing. It was going to happen sooner or later. The question was, where was it going to happen at? Was it going to happen at 10 million, 50 million, 100 million? And the thing is, it's always a little bit unpredictable. This thing could kick off for the next day or two and go up to 35 or 40 million. It's kind of hard to tell with these Dapps like this. But I think, for me personally, I can only speak for myself. When it comes to Betfury, I think it has potential to have a long life. Just from a player standpoint, if you are in TRX and you're just looking to play somewhere, Betfury may end up having a long life for you. A long life meaning they have the cash back feature, they have the rank feature. Those are features. Plus, the question is, are they going to do more development? We actually don't know that yet. And that's really going to be the telltale sign. I'm betting that they're going to be doing some more development. Looks like my mining stops. I need to start it back. I'm just betting on the fact that they're probably going to do some more development. And I'm going to... Oh, come on. Hang on a minute. I didn't mean to do that. I always try to bet 100 just in case I hit that jackpot. So right now what I'm doing... I added a little bit of Tron yesterday to Betfury. I'm sorry, not yesterday. I think it was the day before yesterday. I had a little bit of Tron, and I mined with that, and I'm really just getting my tokens up higher, and I think I'm just going to ride it out. I expect divs to pull back until they have another announcement, and there's definitely some more announcements coming up, provided they're still developing. I mean, it shouldn't take much for them to bring the slots back up. It shouldn't take a whole lot for them to bring table games. So we'll have to see what they ultimately bring up. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here. As you come in, do me a favor and smash that like button. Say hello as well. I'd love to speak to you, see what you're up to. Hope you're having a good, what are we, Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night. Sometimes I forget what day of the week I'm on. I guess the joys of being self-employed, maybe. But anyway, so I think that Betfury is plateauing right now and it may continue to pull back. I'm going to keep reinvesting my divs for a while. I like two things. I like that it's not only is it a player's place, but this burn over here, you know, they're about to burn 1,700 tokens. They're not expecting this token to go on an exchange ever. So the only way to get rid of the tokens is not to sell them. You end up having to burn them through the auction. So I think that bodes well for just holding on to the tokens and having this as a bit of a dividend machine. And anytime that I actually want to game or actually do a little bit of gaming for myself, then I might as well just come over here. Sometimes it does well just to get one out there. I might sometimes just getting one token can get you much more than 3 or 4 TRX per one, sometimes. And it looked like there was only 4 or 5 tokens out there even just then, 4 or 5 places. I'd have to go back and look at this video, but I don't think there was even 10. I think the top 10 get a little bit of Tron. But the only way to really cash in is to burn your tokens. So when you look at the fact that Betfury is definitely focused with the player in mind. It's not the blockchain enthusiast. It's a TRX Tron enthusiast, and it's definitely for a gaming enthusiast, especially because of the ranks, the cash back they have. I think it's a lot. The daily task, of course, others have daily tasks, but the cash back's a big one. The ranks and how much you get. The best thing about the ranks is because of how much cash back you get. So I'm going to just keep mining it and see what happens. Of course, with the token burn, I just think long term this is going to be a good solution. The risk is that they don't do anything. That's going to be the risk. The risk is that whoever's behind Betfury, this is all we ever get, and they don't come out with another game. That's going to be the risk. So we'll have to wait and see. While this is mining, I'll just go ahead and catch you up to speed. I'm going to do some videos on, I got my next video coming up. I'm going to talk to you more about videos. I've got a list of videos I want to put out. My next video coming up is going to be on free Bitco. I'm sorry, not free Bitco, Crypto Pros. Yeah, Crypto Pros. I said I was going to get, oh, I was like, what in the world? Let me stop that. I don't know. I think you guys can hear that. Hang on a minute. Sorry, just going to another page. I'm gonna do a video talking about Crypto Pros because it's been a good source of advertising for me so far. I'm gonna advertise other programs on it. I'm gonna talk about the advertising that I've gotten in a little more depth so far. I'm also gonna talk about what's happened since I've stopped advertising. I've actually earned money with this compensation plan. I checked today; it was over $40. I'm like, holy crap! Which makes it's a good advertising resource. At least it has been for me so far. A good advertising resource without the earnings model. So when you talk about earnings with it, that makes it incredible. So there's a link in the description of Crypto Pros, but I'm going to get a full video. Actually, after this video, I'm going to record a video. So either tonight or tomorrow morning, you'll see a recorded video done where I go into full kind of my review of Crypto Pros. And I'm going to show you specific numbers of my advertising, what I advertised, what I recommend advertising on here, and what I'm going to advertise on here going forward. I'll be talking about that coming up. The other thing, by the way, gentlemen, as you come in, ladies and gentlemen, as you come in, smash that like button. Do me a favor, if you would, just hit that like button. Say hello down in the chat. We'd love to hear from you. Love to talk to you. Okay, so, by the way, links to everything I discuss here is in the description. Just so you know, Crypto Pros, Betfury is in the description. Just to catch up, because I haven't talked about Moon Bitcoin in a while, I'm still claiming on Moon Bitcoin every single day. Watch this. When Bitcoin prices are low, this actually isn't this faucet's better when Bitcoin prices are high. But I've got a good thing going here, so I'm going to keep it going. 65 days in a row, I've gotten the bonus so far. I can take it all the way up to 100. So I'm working towards 100. This is the highest I've ever been on it, and I'm going to keep taking it up higher. one of the things that one of the reasons someone asked me, why you've invested in Dapps and different things, what is it about these faucets? Really, there's two things I like about faucets that I think most people overlook. Crypto browser, faucets, things like CoinTipley, which I'll talk about a little bit here in a minute. Love CoinTipley as well. It has a faucet, but it has a lot more than that. What I like about them, is all of these things are great. I think there's a link for CoinTipley down in the description as well. If not, let me know. I can get one up once the video's done. But well, the thing about CoinTipley that I like is that, well, I like the fact that they pay you out in USD. So this is a US dollar value right now. By the way, my last cash out on this thing was 400,000 or 300 something thousand coins. Right now I'm at 18,000, which is $1.81. But here's the key: the reality is they're paying you out $1.81 value. It's always the coins you earn are always pegged to USD, but they don't pay you in USD. They pay you in BTC. So here's what that means. Here's what that means about BFG. Here's what that means about BTC. When the prices are low, you actually earn more. When the price of Bitcoin is low, like it is now, you actually earn more from CoinToPly. So I'm going to keep using CoinToPly for indefinitely. So I like the fact that it's good for entry into Bitcoin, and I like what I'm right now kind of obsessed with is being able to grow a passive crypto earning passively. So one of the things that I use CoinToPly for, I was using free Bitcoin for it, but right now I'm doing my $200,000 challenge with free Bitcoin, and I'm using Crypto Pros and what else am I using? Free Bitcoin, Crypto Pros. Oh, Add BTC. I don't have that up here. Add BTC. I still click on Add BTC's clicks. The main reason I do it is because what I do is I withdraw these. When I get them to like 50, 100,000 Satoshi, I do a withdrawal. And I use those Satoshi plus the Satoshi that I earned from Cryptotab. And I'm just literally grinding my way up, growing my Cryptotab earnings. And my Cryptotab earnings have freaking exploded. Which is just nuts. And I'll show you that here in a moment. And when I say exploded on a percentage basis, it's gone literally bonkers in the past couple of weeks. So that's kind of what I'm doing, is I'm just kind of grinding it out. I actually plan to start doing some full paid advertising with Cryptotab lately. But at this point, all I've done is really just grinded out the faucets. Obviously made videos talking about it. But I haven't actually put $1 in myself. Now, with that being said, some of my referrals have. If you don't have a YouTube channel or whatever, because YouTube is definitely helping out. If you don't have a YouTube channel, I have a whole strategy on using paid advertising. Well, you have to have a long-term approach because you don't get your money back right away or your value back right away. You have to have a long-term approach, but it's absolutely possible. Well, by the way, let's see where we're at on Betfury. Are we still going? Yes, we are. 272 BFGs. All right, so let's see what some of you were saying. Anthony Marshall said, I've got 91,000 BFG now, bringing about 800 TRX with that a day. Nice. What is your plan, Anthony? Are you still grinding it out? Just curious on Betfury. Are you trying to ROI now, or are you like me? You're just going to keep running it. Oh, look at that. I lost. Oh, that must have hit too long. Look at that. Back to back. 98, 99. That stinks. Oh, well. Yesterday, when I had 400, I literally ended up with like 11 or 1,200 BFG tokens. So today just didn't go well. Let me go ahead and freeze these here in a minute. Anthony, just let me know what your thoughts are on BFG. Are you doing like me? You're going to just kind of grind it out and see where it goes? Celine Nava said, I recommend you CoinPayU. Minimum withdrawals 10,000 sats. You can do it in a week or less if you're from the United States. Just for the record, Celine, you can CoinToPly, you can get 10,000 in no time. I'll have to talk about that. I'll look at CoinPayU, but you can get, CoinToPly, you can get, it's nuts. I got 502K getting 4.2 TRX. What are you talking about, Sylvan? 502,000 getting 4.2 TRX. Oh, Sylvan, you're saying you have 502,000 BFGs? That's incredible. As you know, Sylvan says, one good thing about Betfury is, as you know, you will probably ROI because they're only giving out 7% of the div pool. So you can see that even if people stop playing, you can probably ROI. Well, the reality is you're only going to get that 7% for, what is it, 13, 14 days, 15 days. So, you're not going to ROI if all of a sudden it stopped today, but it's not going to stop today. It'll slow down is what's going to happen. But I think people are going to continue. I think divs are going to slow down. Div pool is going to shrink, but the auction is going to keep going. People are going to keep playing because it's a player's website, I think. And when they come out with new games, I think we'll see some pops. They come out with new mining events, which I think they're going to do. I think we'll see some pops in the tokens. In the activity on the website. So if they keep developing and promoting, I think this is a long-term. I mean, they got a great start here. I think this is a long-term play. Anthony M. Marshall said, "I'm still mining and I'm investing into other Dapps." Gotcha. Yeah, I'm mostly mining Betfury. I'm looking at another project right now. I may be talking about it on this channel, but right now my main thing, literally, is outside in Tron, in the Tron space. Is really just Betfury. It's not going to always be my main thing, and at some point I'll slow down. But I want a good position because I want it to be a steady earner. I mean, Rocket Games, I think I'm still getting 20 or 30 TRX a day. And I haven't mined Rocket Games in forever. And when I quit mining Rocket Games, I was getting a couple hundred TRX a day. And it slowly went down. But, I don't know if Rocket Games has the ability to keep going. I don't see the same development, the same quality on the UI, the user interface, the website. I don't see the same quality there that I see with Betfury. And Betfury, again, with the cashback model, with the ranking model, and the auction, there's a lot there that shows potential long-term play. Anthony said he's looking at Tron City and Nitrotron. Haven't ever heard of those. I'm not familiar with them. So let me just kind of recap here where I'm at with I want to talk about Cointoply. I need to do a whole video on Cointoply. I haven't done this yet. I don't think I have a link for this in the description, but I'll put one. I've got a link somewhere in one of my videos, but I'll put a link down in the description for Cointoply. Once this video is done, I'll edit it and put a link down there. But the thing about Cointoply is that it's incredible as far as the earnings. So there's a when you come to the website, Celine talked about getting 10,000 sats. When you come to this website, so as you can see, $1.80 is 24,000 Satoshi. Well, let me show you something. You come to the website, you do a roll. And when you come here, it looks just like this. You come to the faucet, click on the faucet, you do a roll. You can get 23 to 55, or if you roll 99,999, you're going to get this jackpot right now, which is enormous. That's just a jackpot. Plus, I'm just going to show you just a quick recap of the easy ways to earn. And I'm going to start kind of the slowest to the biggest. Start chatting. You start chatting here, this raindrop fills up. This is a new feature just started. I got 50,000 coins off this thing. The 51,000 coins actually the very first time, which was nuts. After that, I've gotten 200 to 400 a couple of times, and most of the time I just get like 100 coins. But literally, you start chatting, you just chat and kind of get known. This will turn green. It'll let you know what percentage. Normally, I'm at 1% or 0.5% or whatever. This raindrop these amounts of coins vary over time. When I got 51,000, there was like 300 or 400,000 coins in here. It was nuts. But then what happens is with this, as you are active on the website during this raindrop filling up, and it takes about an hour or so for it to fill up. During this raindrop filling up, your percentage essentially goes up, or you maintain your percentage the whole time. And then what ends up happening as you do that, you end up getting once it starts raining, and there's rain literally that comes on your website, on the web page, and you get some free tokens or whatever, free coins. Now, that's just simple earning. Plus, they got paid to click ads. I do these typically, most days I do these. Super simple. You click view top paying ad. That way, if you don't finish it, it just shows you the top paying ad. Sometimes I see stuff like this. I'm like, who's advertising this and why? So you click on the ad, and then you can come to the other tab, and you're just waiting. Oh, that one's got a long way to go, 35 seconds. I wonder what that pays. Usually it's like 5, 8, 9 seconds, so it's going to take 35 seconds. But you just click there for the top paying ad. It gives you the top ad. Then you just wait for the countdown, and that's the pay to click. And we'll keep going. I'm not going to wait for that. All right, maybe I will. I just want you to be able to see what it looks like so you know. So let me see what you guys are saying so far. Anthony's chilling. Tron City. Okay, Anthony. Let's see. 4 more seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Okay, and then you just choose carrots, and you move on, and then you could keep going. So those are like the simple things to do. Now let's talk about some of the bigger earners. You come over to earn coins, watch videos. I'm gonna show you this one. This one's pretty good if you're not using your computer a whole lot. I haven't done Video Fox. Mostly I do hideout.tv. You just open it up. And you just click play. It loads an ad. Now, they've got good technology here. You can't click off this page, so it's definitely not something. You can turn the volume down on your computer, but you can't click off the page. Waiting for the ad to load. But there's not an ad loading right now. Okay, it's just this thing. So probably every other video or whatever, there's an ad that comes up. And when the ad comes up, you get reward points. Now these points are not coins. They're actually a lot more than coins. You click on redeem. Let's see. Click on rewards. And when you redeem them, it ends up being, I forget, it's like 2 to 1, 5 to 1. I forget. Well, hang on. Let this ad finish because I'm definitely going to get my free coins while I'm here. So that should kick my points up a little bit. But anyway, Hideout TV is nice. It adds up after a while. The other thing is that's even bigger than Hideout TV. Come through here and look out any of these offers. Like this one right here. This is just their mobile app. They give you 500 coins instantly just for downloading their app. And here's the thing about their app. I've only had it downloaded. I didn't even have the app for the longest time. I've only downloaded it. I don't even have the app connected yet. I need to connect it so I get my 500 coins. I downloaded it. I haven't even connected it yet. But you get push notifications. I've gotten 2, I think, in the past 4 or 5 days. And they'll have a promo code. All you do is come here you type in the promo code. It's like the first 2,000 people. Just hit promo code, type it in, and they'll give you like 100 coins, 200 coins. So it's literally like just picking up free coins on the website, which is super simple. Ethan, hello. Derek Lee says Video Fox doesn't even work for him. Okay. I haven't even used Video Fox. Now, the offers are one of the biggest earners, but once you go through the offers, you'll realize, you don't want to do all, at some point, you're going to do all those offers and you're going to be done. Install mobile apps isn't bad. Let me see, where's it at? We did this. Don't play the multiplier. That's just gambling. Offer walls. I'm trying to show you, I'm going to show you the big one here that you can earn a lot. You can earn a lot on these, it's just not consistent. Like, let me just show you. Featured offers. Oh, here we go. Like 214,000. Now you got to go a long ways in that game. I was messing with it. I just didn't have time, so I stopped. But if you are big into games, it's a mobile game. 214,000. By the way, that's like $21. 18,000. Yeah, it's like $21 you're gonna get for doing that. This one's like $10. If I'm doing that right? $18,000. Yeah, it's like $10. Just making sure I'm looking at that right. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, $10.71. If you haven't subscribed to Hulu, they'll pay you $6 essentially. $6 in BTC. So again, when price is low, It's totally worth it. I don't know what Shopper's Voice is. Don't know what that is. Another game. So some of these apps are cool. I've done a couple of these. FanDuel, that's actually popular. I've not messed with FanDuel, but a lot of people like that. All right, so there's those. But most of these, once you've done them, you've done them. You can't redo them. So there's not a lot of, there's some big earners there. Wow, $25 is what you'd get for that one. There's just not a lot of replay value there. Now, I'm going to show you two more that's awesome. And I've not done all these. I need to look at some of them. Hang on. I need to find, for whatever reason, there's this one, show all offer walls. There's one that used to be amazing. I'll admit it's not as amazing as it used to be, but it's worth some easy points. I used to make Ministaff. I used to make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of points. Ethan said, what does Cointoply pay out, like payment method? Pays out in Bitcoin. That's what I was talking about earlier. So when prices are low, you earn in points, and points directly convert to a USD value, always. Always. So basically 1,000 points is 10 cents. 10,000 points is $1. However, they pay you in BTC. So it's just like free Bitcoin. When price is low, you actually make a lot more, which is awesome. I mean, by far, Cointoply and free Bitcoin are the best faucets when Bitcoin prices are low, because they're paid to a USD value. Now, this minute, let me come back to it. This minute, where's it at? Ministaff, open Ministaff. There's only a few here. This is simple. Literally just click, quick 5 coins. Click, whatever opens up, opens up. As soon as it's loaded, oh, sorry, I gotta click here. This is someone gaming Ministaff, by the way. But as soon as it's loaded, let it finish loading. Then just close out. You're all done. Better create a VM to put that junk on. A virtual machine, not worried about it. I don't put any information in that I'm worried about. Like if I was signing up for Hulu and stuff, I don't care about that. It's Hulu. Let's see. You close it out. As soon as it's loaded, you get your point. Sometimes there'll be like tons of these up here. The other thing is visit. You click here. You basically click here. You get an easy 30 coins. They always have instructions on what to do on each one of them. But you basically click. Come here. So this is the main website. I always find it fascinating the types of companies that advertise with this. You type this in. This is the landing page. And then you have to go to a second internal page with the same domain name, which basically just makes sure you click on something from the website. Sorry, just looking for a link to click on. Here we go. I don't know if that. There we go. Found another. They were trying to game the system. They were trying to give you nothing. They're basically trying to give you nothing else to click on but their lead page. That should work. I'm not doing it again. I'm probably just messed something up, but I'm not doing it again. It's usually instant visit sometimes, and then there's another one of these. This one here, view, you just got on the page, just stay on the page for 20 seconds. There's no countdown timer. You just have to kind of manually know you stay on there for 20 seconds. You get your 15 coins. And then I think it's click is the other one that comes up that you get some. This one pays out like, I forget, 50 coins or 75 coins, kind of a lot. But Ministaff admittedly doesn't have as much as they used to. I used to spend quite a bit of time on Ministaff. You come over here, today there's basically 2 or 3 offers. I would come over here and it'd be like 50 between the 3 or 4 when I would, and typically just go through these 4. This other stuff is weird and complicated. But these first 4, and I still like to check it out just because sometimes it's still pretty crowded. It's just worth checking out. All right, now let's go to the most popular one, theorem research. Literally, well, I remember being in college, hurting for money, trying to figure out like how I can make any money. And just like a lot of people, you stumble on the surveys. Most surveys are garbage, literally garbage, um, totally garbage, actually, and they just all sell your information, which all surveys do that. When you start putting out surveys, this is where you don't need a virtual machine for your surveys. All these companies are legitimate companies, or enormous companies that do these surveys. However, you give out your personal information, you give out your address, whatever you give out, and sometimes you have to. So every now and again, if it's a certain survey and I don't feel comfortable, I won't do it. If it's a survey that I like doing because I'm really talking about, because typically they're consumer-based surveys. So if it's something that I'm interested in, like say it's like computers or whatever, I don't care if you send me quote unquote junk mail on computers or whatever. I want to see what you got. Send me your catalog. Send me whatever. Send me your email. I don't care about that. But if it's something that I'm like, yeah, I don't. I did the other day. I did an alcohol survey. I don't want any advertisement you got. So I didn't. I put as little of my personal information as I had to put in to complete the survey. But for example, this one right here. This is a $2 survey. That $2 survey is way more than 10,000 coins. I think it was Selena, I think, mentioned it earlier. The earnings, and you can do all these surveys. You complete this little questionnaire, which is nothing. It's usually 5 or 6 questions, 10 at the least, and then they'll give you 10% on all your coins. You just go through here. You literally can do best match. I recommend best match. I've done reward, but sometimes rewards, they're whatever. They're more complicated. The earnings are good, but as long as I say hot, they're usually okay. Like this one doesn't say hot. Usually if they're a lot of coins and they don't say hot, something about it was complicated. It was difficult to complete for some reason or another. And people didn't rate it well. But if it says hot, this is new, it's probably going to get rated well. Obviously, a lot of people are doing it, so that's why it says hot. So, and there's 20,000 coins. And here's the cool thing: if you don't finish, so let's just say you answer 4 or 5 questions, and for whatever reason they don't think you're qualified to keep going, then they'll still give you 3, 4, 500 coins. If you get halfway through it and they decide that you're not qualified to finish or whatever, you're not the person they were looking for, you'll get like half that many coins. So you still get something even if you don't finish. Now here's a tip. Typically, if they ask you if you work for one of these professions, and there's only like 5 or 6 or 10 professions, think very carefully about your answer. If you say yes, usually you're going to be disqualified because they don't want, even though they frame it like they want people in that profession, they really don't. Like advertising, marketing, stuff like that. They don't really want people that are going to be in those professions. So, you can do whatever you want with it. But theorem research, you can make a ton of coins. And by the way, the other thing that's cool about Cointeply, which I didn't mention, is you earn, I think it's 5% that you're earning is 5% of your earnings. You're getting interest basically on 5%, which is awesome. I want to talk before I wrap up here. All right, I'll talk about Cryptotab and then I'll come back to my $200,000 challenge. So Cryptotab is killing it. Let me show you something. I had a buddy of mine. He was like, "My goodness, how are you earning so fast all of a sudden?" It's because it has an affiliate program that's 10 levels deep. The way I have successfully built these multi-tier affiliate programs before, and the way they all work, they depend on 2 things: your ability to duplicate what you're doing, which is why I'm creating an entire email course. You can subscribe down in the description, Crypto Passive Profit Strategy Newsletter. I'm right now creating an entire email course on building, growing, getting referrals with Cryptotab. Because what happens is as you start to build these things, they're very slow. But all of them, without fail, if you just keep going, at some point there's like this tipping point where they just start picking up speed. And it's a freaking steamroller. I mean, it is a full-on steamroller eventually. And I'm not saying that we're at the steamroller stage, but all of a sudden, I've literally almost doubled the speed of what I'm earning right now. But take a look at this. Come to withdrawal. That's garbage. I did a whole video on that. Come to payment history. So, take a look at this. It's been taking me about 10 days to get to 100,000 Satoshi. So check this out. My last withdrawal was on the 20th. We're on the 23rd. So 3 days, come back. I am earning way over 10,000 Satoshi per day which is what I was earning. So I think somewhere between 7 and 8 days at my current earnings, I'm going to get another withdrawal. That's, if it's 7, that's more than a 20%, 30% increase, a 30% increase in my speed of mining, which is coming from network growth, mining growth. I'll show you. And I absolutely hate how they do the stats now. I always look at today and yesterday. Sorry, let me do that one more time. There's definitely a link to Cryptotab down in the description. I think everybody should be using Cryptotab. It's ridiculous. Why not earn free Bitcoin? Right now, your earnings are pennies. If you build a mining network, it can be enormous. But right now, the earnings are pennies. But eventually, those earnings could be crazy. And never mind the fact that Satoshi's Bitcoin can go up in value to who knows what, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. I think it's going to hit $1 million one day, Bitcoin. So take a look. 619 active miners yesterday into the total network. Now this is kind of real time in the past 24, well not quite 24 hours. It resets in the evening. So since probably 6 or 7 o'clock, I've had 81 people log on my first front line. My front line is pretty active. I've been getting about 150, 140, 150. I don't think I've hit 160 very consistently, but that's part of the name of the game, is getting an active front line, and then obviously the front level refers down. And there's several of these people referring. I've taught, some of these active miners on my first level are people that I personally know in real life. So I literally reach out to people who are in crypto or they're tech savvy, and I basically reach out to them, and I'm working on that video right now for my crypto course on how I reach out to people. They're tech savvy, and I'll have them, hey, can you test this browser for me? Let me know what you think. Let me know if it seems like it has a virus or anything. I already know it doesn't. I've been using it long enough. I've been using the thing for, it'd probably 2 years eventually. I'm over 18 months right now. But, I'll ask them, hey, give me your feedback, take a look at it. I've never had anyone tell me they could find a virus, by the way. So that's obviously good. But, I'll ask them stuff like that. Or if they're in Bitcoin, I'm like, hey, I'm earning like free cryptocurrency, like free Satoshis just for using this web browser. It's a Chrome browser. It's a web-based browser. Or I'll sometimes ask people in casual conversations, hey, what web browser do you like to use? If they say Chrome, I'm like, I'm using this Chrome browser now. I'm literally, if I think they know about Bitcoin, I'll say I'm literally earning Bitcoin using it. They're like, what? And if they don't bite on it, they're like, oh, that's cool. Then I don't worry about it. If they bite on it, again, I'm going to teach this. Subscribe to my crypto passive profit strategy newsletter, because this is going to be covered in my entire course. But those are the best. Do I need a really good computer to use Cryptotab? No, Ethan, absolutely not. What will happen with your computer, just to show you, is you'll have, if I'm not running my OBS software or Camtasia for recording, if I'm not running my software, I'll get about 250 to 280 hash per second. If I'm running my software, as you can see, it's 100, 109, 110. What will happen is it will go lower. I've got a couple of people in the Philippines that I know are using it, and I know for a fact they're getting like 30, 40 hash per second, and they're on very, very old computers. Directly still using Google Chrome. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm using Cryptotab, which is obviously a Chrome-based browser. Celine said, I love theorem research, but I need to use a VPN. I have to use a VPN. Oh, because you're in another country. I got you. You're VPNing in, so to speak. All right. So that's Cryptotab. It's freaking awesome. I literally think Cryptotab can go a long ways. By the way, there's a glitch. You see it right now. There's another number in here. Sometimes it doesn't show it, and it will automatically just refresh itself in a minute. Let's see. And all of a sudden it'll show up, because that's actually 48,000. It's weird how it does that. It's not doing it right now. Yeah, it's weird. There's a couple glitches. There's another area where it will show me, it shows me my earnings. Like I've earned my total earnings. This might be where it does it at. No, this isn't. This is accurate. So my total earnings right now, $480 with the low BP price, obviously, BTC price. If Bitcoin was 10,000, it would be $663. If Bitcoin was at 10,000. All right, so that's that. Cryptotab. It literally the most excited project that I see right now in crypto space is Cryptotab, and I think it's because it's such a good tool to get people learning about cryptocurrency. You get someone using a web browser they're using already, they won't even pay attention to their earnings. It doesn't matter that they're making 50 cents or whatever. They won't pay attention to it. And then in 2, 3, 4 months, it's like, hey, have you checked your Cryptotab earnings? They might even ask you, how do I do that? Or they'll call you and say, hey, I got like $1 over here. How do I get this out? Now you're gonna tell them about using an exchange, have them set up a cryptocurrency wallet. Like literally that's my favorite thing about Cryptotab. I'm like, this is a really good vehicle to create mass awareness and to lead towards mass adoption. It's unfortunate most people don't recognize that. I mean, I get questions on my Cryptotab videos all the time about, hey, how do I set up a wallet? And I tend to give them the same links over and over again, which means that these are new people in cryptocurrency, and that's what we want. We want more people coming to cryptocurrency. By the way, you see it says 48,000 now. And I like the fact that the Bitcoin price is dropping. That's a story for another day. I'm okay, by the way. I'm one of the only people in the YouTube space that's okay if this thing drops even lower. Like, let it drop to 5,000. Let it drop to 3,000. Let it drop to 1,000. Let it go under 1,000. You heard it here. Crypto Wealth said it. Why? Because I want to buy a lot more Bitcoin. I want this thing to hold off before it hits the moon. And I personally, and my enthusiastic amateurishness, believe that cryptocurrency is Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million one day. I believe there's no question it's going to explode eventually. No question. The question is, when does it happen? I don't know. All I know is I want to buy some more Bitcoin before it does. And for that matter, some more Tron and probably several other things. Komodo and several other things. All right, free Bitcoin. Let's talk about my $200,000 challenge. If you've not seen this on my channel, I've got a whole video called the $200,000 challenge. By the way, quick shout out to Beer Money Forum, because I've been talking about this challenge over here. Beer Money Forum is just a forum basically where people are talking about different types of programs that they're earning with. Now, be careful over here. Clearly, there are some people that are knowingly or unknowingly promoting Ponzi's, those scams like make 5% a day and all that stuff. So just be aware of that. But it's a very interesting forum. This guy here, he goes by the name Mr. B. He's the actual administrator. So check it out. He's also a subscriber to this channel, so shout out to Mr. B. So let's see what's going on here. Like he commented on my post. So I've been and then just people have asked me, so what's your progress on the Super Curious? I told him I'd update later. I'll update here in a minute. Great, I have a new update. Okay. Thanks for clearing. This gentleman said he's curious to see where this goes. All right. Mr. B commented. Let's go over here see what Mr. B said. Wow, that's crazy. I wish I could do that too. I just wish it were possible for me. I'm just satisfied with everyday visit there and have some claims. I think this is the most amazing faucet though, just judging by the prices they give. I think the most amazing faucet probably is Cointoply, to be honest with you. But what makes free Bitcoin amazing is because I don't understand this. Like honestly, this is like next level lazy. When you can use a bot like I'm using, I mean, it's I don't understand. Like, just use the bot, man. Okay. Let's see. I think. I thought there was more here. That's super curious. Okay, I guess that's it. Sorry, I thought Mr. B had commented. Oh, no, sorry, that's MJ. I was confused. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and update these guys, and I'm going to show you the challenge real quick. So right now, I'm at 120. The bot, I've been running the bot, by the way. This is awesome. I had a promotion. I was getting 400 per roll, 400 Satoshi per roll, and it's every hour. So let me just come back over here. 120,000. I'm going to show you a video here in a minute where you can catch up on the $200,000 challenge if you don't know what it is, and I'll recap a little bit. But 120, 101. Let's quickly update. 100. 20,101 Satoshi. And let's see what day we're on. We're on day 156 days left. 156 days left. And I also have one golden ticket. Smash that like button while you're here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't done so already, do me a favor and please subscribe to the channel. If you love cryptocurrency, you believe in the future, listen, don't subscribe to my channel if you just are in cryptocurrency because you care about nothing but just making money. Yes, I believe we're going to all make money, but we're going to make money because the technology for cryptocurrency is so incredible. All right, so doing this on my live to stream tonight. Let me unbold that. So go check it out. Go check out Beer Money Forum, by the way, and you can follow me over here. I definitely do more updates. I update mostly every day over here, just to let everyone know where I'm at. And I'll talk to you about what this is in a minute. So let's go to the very first thread. If you come to Beer Money Forum, you can go to my channel, or you can come to Beer Money Forum, How to Make Money Online, Bragging and Journeys. And you can come down to 0 to 200,000 challenge. If you click on that, the very first video you're going to see, very first post, 200,000 challenge. Go watch that video, and you can find out exactly what this challenge is all about. And I talk about the bot, how to download the bot, how to use the bot. But in a nutshell, and I'll just give you a quick recap. You can, if you want to know how to use the bot, you can go there. In a nutshell, I started at 0, and I'm basically just using rewards. You roll, for rolling you get reward points, and one of the things I did was disabled lottery tickets under profile, so I get extra reward points. So you roll, you get reward points. Right now I have 80,000 reward points, and then I take those reward points, and you start getting like one. Your referrals roll, you get one. You roll, you get one. Then they run promotions. I think this weekend they're running double reward point promotion or something like that. Yeah, right here. There's running a double reward point promotion right now. And then what you do is, when you have enough, when you get your first 12 reward point bonus, and you're using the bot, you just click redeem, and you're going to get basically one reward point every roll for 24 hours. You're going to get 24 reward points. In fact, what I recommend you do is just save up and get 120. It doesn't take long to get 120. But then you're going to get 10 reward points every hour. And if you're using the bot like me and it runs 24 hours, it's going to be 240 reward points. And then you just keep doing that until you have 300 reward points. And then you redeem to 300 reward points. You can get 25 every hour. And you just basically, in most cases, it doubles. So you just build up until you just get enough reward points. Now, when you get here, you hit this one after a couple of days of hitting this one. Then what you can start doing is coming to the free BTC bonuses. Now you get 1,000% more on your base roll. So if the base roll is 45 Satoshi or whatever, you get 1,000% more when you activate that. And you just basically skip. Plus you're running the bot, and the bot's earning you BTC Satoshi as well. And if you have referrals, that's awesome because it's going to help you as well. So then my goal is to run this up to 1 million Bitcoin, and I currently have 156 days to get there. I wanted to run it up to 1 million Bitcoin, and then I'm going to start using the multiply BTC. I'm going to start using a specific martingale strategy, and the goal is actually to lose those 1 million Bitcoin, because what I'm trying to do is win tickets for this Lamborghini or $200,000 in Bitcoin. Because, check it out. Where's it at? The last winner only had 185 tickets. Now, truthfully, this is for fun. Do I expect to win? No. I mean, there's going to be millions of tickets sold. But the last winner did win with only 185 tickets. The real goal is, can I get to 185 tickets? And then it's just about having fun and hoping and prayer. If I win 200,000 in Bitcoin, that'd be awesome. But it's really just for a lot of fun. Run the bot, see what the bot can do. And later on, once I'm done with this, if I can get to 100, and the goal is get to 1 million Satoshi, use my martingale strategy, try to see how many tickets I can get, see if I can get at least 185. If I have bad luck, I won't even get close. But see if I can get at least 185 tickets, because you earn tickets based off wagering as well. And so much wagered gets you tickets. I think it's 500,000 Satoshi wagered gets you tickets. So then I want to just see if I can get 185 tickets before the drawing deadline. And hey, here's what I say tongue in cheek. History proves you only need 185 tickets to win $200,000 worth of Bitcoin. History proves it. But the reality is they had 5 million tickets, 5.9 million tickets. And this guy just got lucky with only 185 tickets. That's kind of nuts. I think I did the math on it, because you can buy tickets outright. I think it's 0.04 BTC is what it would have took to buy those tickets. And he won 21.87 Bitcoin. That's crazy. Crazy. All right. Let's see what you all are saying. Bull Run Bear, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Grave Throne, are you still in Midas? I haven't heard anything about it in forever. I was interested in it, but didn't go for it. I was curious what your thoughts are on it now. Okay, so Midas, XRP price prediction, 0. So Midas, welcome to the channel, by the way. You're clearly new to ask that question. I appreciate you. So Midas is a masternode. Where I'm at with masternodes is I'm just noticing that it's so hard to make any earnings on masternodes. There's a lot of management, a lot of things that has to go into it. I was excited about Midas because they were doing, well, I was not excited because they came out with this bot masternode trading thing. And the idea was I always thought Midas guys were smart, but they literally thought this bot was going to make tons and tons of money. And I thought either A, they're extremely naive, or B, they're about to scam everybody. Turns out they were just extremely naive, because the bot obviously eventually failed, but they claimed to have tested it for like 6 months and it produced these crazy returns, and they were creating a masternode coin around the bot, and obviously that didn't work. So I thought, okay, these guys are extremely naive. Then they have the Midas DEX decentralized platform, which I thought was very interesting. Very interesting. And I still think in the masternode space, Midas is doing a lot of things that's fascinating. I'm just not paying a lot of attention to masternodes right now because it's so hard to make money over there. I'd rather just hold Bitcoin. So in the masternode space, though, I mean, they're still doing some things that are interesting. I check out the Discord that they have periodically, but I'm not in any masternodes at this point in time. I was holding a masternode until about 4 weeks ago, and I finally just sold everything out. I was like, okay, I would much rather pay attention to the Dapp space. This is definitely much more exciting right now. Smash the like button if you like Tron. And to be honest, for the time and effort, I would rather talk about things that are easier for people to understand. People can understand Bitcoin Faucets. They can understand coin supply. They can understand Cryptotab. They can understand making passive Bitcoin. They can understand creating awareness by talking to other people about it. I would rather create educational content like the video I did a while back about privacy and cryptocurrency. That's what I would much rather talk about. Yeah, masternodes are just, I think there's so much crap in that space. And you can earn a lot if you get in early on the right coins, but you got to get in early. And in almost every case, you got to sell. Here's the thing. In the Dapp space, it's kind of hard to make money in the Dapp space. I mean, it just really is, because so many Dapps end up crashing and burning essentially before you ever get ROI on them. But some have stuck around. Like if you stop messing with Wink, 8, 9, 10 months ago, you've ROI'd on it several times over by now. As long as you didn't keep playing. The same thing with 888 Tron. However, in the meantime, there was also Tron Next, and some of those that just Tron Wow, they went bust. But there are some projects that you can ROI on, continue to be involved with, earn some passive Tron. So I find that very fascinating. And I have the link in the descriptions to 888, I believe, and Tron Vegas and some of those. Betfury for sure. And Betfury is the one that I'm most excited about right now. I do think it has some long-term potential. I think they're going to give Tron Bet and 888 a run for their money. Unfortunately, none of these platforms are great blockchain projects because they only have 2 or 3 games. All 3 of them only have 2 or 3 games that are truly on the blockchain. Everything else, you just deposit crypto, withdraw crypto. It's literally a centralized casino platform. And I'm saying that, I know the Tron bet haters don't want to hear that, or the Wink haters don't want to, I mean, the Wink lovers are going to hate that. But the reality is there's only 2 or 3 games on Wink. Grave Throne says, thanks for the response. Agreed on talking about the easier things to understand. I do appreciate how you keep it simple for your viewers. Grave Throne, I appreciate you saying that. I work hard to try to keep it simple because it still takes me a lot to wrap my brain around this. I've got a project I may be talking about in the future. I got a development team that reached out to me, and I typically don't pay attention to a lot of that stuff, but they reached out to me, and one of the people who reached out to me was someone that I was very familiar with, so I thought, okay, I'll listen to what he has to say. And their project sounded fascinating, and the more I looked at it, I thought, okay, now you just confused the hell out of me. And it took a while for me to wrap my brain, and I'm not certain my brain is still wrapped around it. I'm waiting to see what they kind of do. I may start talking about their project a little bit because it's unique. It's something in the space with a twist, basically. So we'll wait and see what they have going on. But I do try to keep it simple. And that's what I said. I tell everybody that. Those of you that have been following my channel for a while, Blaze Economy, I had a chat yesterday, a crazy long chat yesterday in Blaze Economy's Telegram. Blaze has unfortunately basically crashed and burned, which is unfortunate. Literally one of the best cryptocurrency projects, period, initially. I mean, just such a neat, unique project. But, combination of several things. I don't want to talk about it because I'm certain I'll hurt people's feelings, and I'm not trying to offend people or hurt their feelings, but, and I'm not trying to go run a project or, that's not my primary business model. For me, all this stuff is a hobby and an extremely speculative, risky investment. So, which, by the way, one of the reasons that I like Cryptotab, CoinTiply, Moon Bitcoin, Free Bitcoin, and advertising, getting referrals, and I want to teach people to get more referrals. I keep thinking about the best way to do that. But one of the things I like about it is because it's more than just investing into a cryptocurrency or a project. You're literally investing into, like in Cryptotab, when you got a multi-tier referral system that's 2, or in that case 10 tiers, then you're talking about being able to create a real business there as well, a referral-based business where there's actually more than just the price speculation on the project or the price speculation on the actual coins within a project. You're talking about now having a whole other asset there, which is a referral network or group of referrals that are playing. I mean, you literally you refer people to Betfury, for example. I think I got 25 referrals on Betfury, which probably 10 of them, 5 of them actually play. But if Betfury keeps doing well, those 5 or 10 are going to play indefinitely off and on. So there's some earnings that's going to come from that, and it kind of takes away some of the speculation just on crypto. And now it's part of it's like you're kind of creating a small business model there, if you will. But so one of the things I was telling the guys, get back to what I was saying about Blaze, one of the things I was telling those guys is it was never simple to understand. And they were too busy trying to tweak the game mechanics, which I'm not saying didn't need to be tweaked, but somebody needed to figure out how to get more people over there in Blaze, get more people aware, get some marketing going on. And they commented on that, which just showed that no one really knew how to market it, which is fine. That's unfortunate. Businesses succeed and fail all the time based on marketing. Good businesses fail all the time. Crappy businesses succeed. You want proof of that? Look at Walmart. How many high quality products you ever bought at Walmart? But it succeeded, and it succeeded, and it succeeded in a crazy big way. So it's not about having the best project or the best idea. At some point, you've got to have some decent marketing of some sort. And you got to know what that marketing is. It's not just throw crypto or throw money at something and think it's going to work. You got to strategically know or have some way of hiring somebody who knows how to market a specific product based off its needs, its niche, etc. And that can be complicated. So one of the things I'm always an advocate for is your website needs to be simple. It needs to explain it simply. You look at Free Bitcoin for a minute. This thing's been around forever. The website is very straightforward. There's not a whole lot here. Like, you just come here, and like, okay, roll, done. Speaking of which, I got a roll coming up in 4 minutes. I got a roll coming up in 4 minutes. So the other guys, I'll wrap up with this. The guys came back to me yesterday, I think, or day before yesterday, and they were talking about the project. I said, listen, this is a simple project for you all to understand because you are the developers. But for someone who's casually cruising by your website, if they spend 10 seconds there and they can't have some idea of what's starting to go on that website, and it just looks like, oh, this is a lot of information, a lot of numbers, a lot of stuff, a lot of different boxes, a lot of things going on, they're just going to move along. You've got to have something simple. Even if an explainer video pops up, and that's a good explainer video that's relatively short, that covers the basics, you've got to do something to make it simple for the newbie. And one of the things that I'm focused on my channel is really awareness and mass adoption, the best I can with the skill that I have. And not saying that I'm an expert in this space, because I'm definitely not. But I know more than the new person getting started. So it's about, talking about it, creating awareness about it. Lead people with what they want before you can give them what they need, so to speak. All right. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I appreciate you being here. Let's take a look at CoinSpy real quick. See if we can do another. Is it time for a faucet? Might not be. Roll the faucet. Roll. Yep. Let's see what we got. On camera, could I get the big one? Could I hit the jackpot on camera? Give me 99,000. I've never hit it, but I would take that $48 in points or coins. Didn't get it. It would have been cool. 23 little coins. All right, they add up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you being here. I don't know anything about Nitro, Tron, or whatever. I appreciate you all being here. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. I'm going to be putting up a video about Crypto Pros. Literally, this platform may be there's a link in the description. If you want to get a head start on it, I recommend that you go to the link in the description, click on how it works. Literally, might end up being, I don't know yet, it's too soon to tell. I'll just say this. I've done some incredible advertising on Crypto Pros. So I'm going to do a video talking about Crypto Pros, what I've advertised, what I think are the best projects to advertise, why I think it's a great platform, what's happened to me. I'm going to show you some specific numbers on what's happened to me since I started using the platform. And what's amazing about it is the advertising is worth it before this compensation plan. The compensation plan is a bonus. I've basically gotten back over 100% on some of the ads that I placed already, which is nuts because the ads are actually it's actually good advertising so far. I don't get the downfall. I'll go ahead and tell you, you know what? I'll save for the video. There is a downfall. I'll save for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Hit that subscribe button. Smash those likes. Smash those likes. Thank you.